back with another video, and I just want to say first off, thank you for everybody that watched my last video. I was really nervous. It was my first video, but you guys were so nice and so kind, and I just want to say thank you. So today I'm just going to share what I got from Sterling Ink. I'm going to share my Sterling Ink order with you guys, and then I'm going to go into what my plans are for my 2026 planner. As you guys know, you always get like a cute little freebie when you order from Sterling Ink. So I did also get these. I don't think I ever got these before. I don't know, this one kind of looks familiar. I may have gotten these before, but I really like these. These are so cute. And these are like washi stickers, so they're pretty thin. They're like not exactly see-through, but they're a bit translucent. And then I got another little card, and it just has a little bit of info about the website on the back. I love these. I have about four or five of them. This may be my 4th Sterling Ink order ever. So yeah, this I really like. Gonna keep that added to my collection. So first off, we got these gorgeous stickers from Sterling Ink. I cannot wait to use these. And at first I did have the bigger stickers, but then I opted for a smaller journal size, so I decided to get these small, like almost like postage stamp stickers, and they are really cute, and I love them so much. I will definitely be using these. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, and they have so much detail. They're so intricate. I might actually go back and get the bigger ones later if they're still available, or sometimes I know she has like freebies, monthly freebies of like some of her collections. So yeah, I definitely might go back and get some more of these. These are really cute. So next up, I also got some vellum, which I did buy vellum last year, and I used it in my journal. Y'all, look at this. Well, maybe you can't see it without the white on the back, huh? Maybe this will help you guys to see it a little better. Isn't that beautiful? When I tell you, sorry about the light, when I tell you, I'm gonna move this over. This is so pretty. Like, her artwork is really nice. And then this is also in the little stamp sticker sheet that I got. This is just beautiful, and it's such my vibe. It's so cozy, and the plants and the florals, the bookshop. I'm such a book nerd. I love books, reading, planners, journals. So this, I'm definitely gonna chop this up. I thought about cutting it in 3s and like using this one for something, using the one that's kind of not so colored as a dashboard, and also using this as a dashboard or even a cover maybe. I like doing things to decorate my planner covers and my notebook covers, so this will be really cute. But this was, don't quote me, I want to say this was about $3 or $4, but yeah, I had to get this. This was gorgeous, and it's even prettier in person. This is really pretty. I did use vellum last year. I got one just to try it out, and I think I still have some of that vellum, if I'm being honest. I only used a piece of it. I'm not sure if I ever, well, I know I haven't showed you guys. I've showed it on my Instagram maybe last year, but I kind of did like a tip-in. I kind of did a tip-in of this last year, and it was really cute. I need to pull that out because I'm pretty sure this is all I ever use. So I know I probably still have pretty much a full sheet a full sheet of this. And this was kind of like my divider of my journal going from 2024. Oh, you got up to page 44 into 2025, and I had a cute little spread with like affirmations and some of my goals for 2025, and make sure it's nothing crazy. Okay, and then this was to go into like all of this is my 2025. It's kind of minimal because I hopped around. So I think I told you guys last time, I am on page 200, and I just feel like it's haunting me. This notebook is haunting me. So I'm gonna work to come back into this in 2025, and it be my journal. I think I told you guys last time I had a lot of journal options last year, and I just got really overwhelmed trying to test everything and try everything out all at the same time. So I did move away from a big journal, and I've been working with my pocket journal, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have about 20 pages in my pocket journal left. So I'm pretty sure I am going to finish that within the next few weeks, and I'm gonna come back into here and I'm gonna journal until I finish. So this will be my journal for 2026. I'm gonna finish her out. Went into a tangent there, sorry. Let me get back on track. Let me focus. Let me show you guys the star of the show, the star of this episode, okay? The star of this episode. Okay, sorry. Got a little excited, a little carried away. Y'all, so I did put my cover on here because I just didn't want anything to happen to her. The one I showed you guys, I did not have a cover for her for probably a couple of months just because they were not available just yet when I bought that notebook. So when I ordered this, I ordered the cover with it. So I got, let's see, can you guys see that? Let me see. Oops. I needed a week's, so I decided to do an Into Vertical 4-year from Sterling Ink. I was so torn. And this is why I told myself I'm only buying one planner this year. I'm not gonna buy 2, I'm not gonna buy 3. I'm gonna use what I have, and if I buy one, I'm only buying one. So I needed to make sure it was exactly what I wanted. Now, with my Weeks Mega, I've been using it the whole year. I've kind of figured out my flow in it, but for some reason I kept getting pulled back to a vertical layout. And I have had multiple vertical layouts this year. I have tried A6, I have tried B6, I have tried N1. None of them have stuck because they are not this. So I figured since this is my sweet spot and this is what the size that I've just really, I adore this size, maybe I need to try that into size in a vertical layout. So with that being said, let me move her out the way. With that being said, so this is 2026 layout. Then you have a blank page. You could do whatever you want. You have your goal breakdown. Let's see if that will. I don't want to mess it up. There we go. So you have 1 year, someday. Sorry, you have your goal breakdown. You have someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. I really like this. I only had this in my N1 booklet, and I ultimately did not stick with my N1 booklets. I didn't really like not seeing my goals every day. So I really like that this is in here. And then we move on. You have a tracker. You could track whatever you want. It goes from January to December. Now these trackers are kind of small. I'm not really sure what I would track. I'm kind of thinking about, you know, like spending or menstrual cycle or something like that. Something health related, exercise. Not quite sure yet, but you have this full tracker. Then you go into your quarterly sections. I really like this, especially because I just started reading the 12-week year, and I feel like this could really like help me to organize and prioritize those goals and what I want to do. And this is also like another form of tracking. Over here you can put habits, or I mean, the possibilities are endless. I'm not sure. People track different things, what they read, moods, anything. So again, another tracker, goal breakdown. I really like this, and you get one of these for every quarter. So you have quarter 1, quarter 2, you get quarter 3. Let me move you guys a little closer. Sorry, I don't know if that helps. You get, yeah, so sorry. You get quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And it's the same layout for all. After that, you go straight into your monthlies. So once you go into your monthlies, I really like these. I like the size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It starts in December. I probably won't start using it in December just because I want to finish out my Hobonichi Week Mega. So I might use this for, honestly, I'm probably going to use this for like a 2026 bucket list or something like that. Just things I kind of want to knock off and do this year. Or I've also done this before in another notebook. I did kind of like a bucket list of date ideas for me and my love, so might do that as well. But yeah, most likely this December is going to be a bucket list for me. And then, you know, you go through all your months, and let's see, after your months, so it gives you up until January. Can you see that? Okay, there you go. So it gives you up until January 2027, which is pretty nice. So then you can kind of plan ahead until your next planner comes. Or I might just use this as another bucket list for 2027. Okay, and then you go into your weeklies. Now this layout, let me move a few pages ahead just so you don't see the shadow. So let me tell you guys, this, my brain loves this. My brain loves this because I feel like, to me, this equals freedom. This screams freedom to me. I feel like with my weeks mega, I love my weeks mega, but I feel constricted when I want to try different layouts because of these horizontal lines. But I feel like with this vertical layout, I can break my day up however I want. I can do my priorities up here and literally just use this down here how I want, whether I want to do lists, whether I want to do tracking, whether I want to kind of memory keep or journal. I can do that here. I love having a blank page on the right in the Hobonichi just because that's where I kind of write all my information that I need to see for the week, my priorities, my shopping list, what I need to do. Let me see if I can find an example that's not too personal for you guys. So over here, I do like important bills. I didn't really have that many this month or this week in particular. So it was just my card note, all of my little to-dos for that day. The main focus, the things I really just needed to get done this week. And this is what a typical layout looks like for me in my weeks. With that, I know it will be an adjustment in here, but I feel like even if I just section off this top part of my weeks and then use the bottom for kind of whatever I want, all those different lists and, you know, things that I like to keep track of, it can still work as my catch-all, and I can have fun. I can move it around. I can put my list over here and my weekly over here. I can put my priority in to do this at the top and do all my shopping and like my tracking and things like that at the bottom. So I just feel like without having that solid horizontal line and I have the numbers, like, I love to be a rebel. I can just write over the numbers. I can white them out. I can use stickers, but I'm not limited. So I am excited to try this, and I know that weeks is my jam. So I'm excited to try the vertical weeks, and my brain just keeps going to a vertical weeks, and for the life of me, I cannot get it together because of the size. So yeah, I'm hoping that this is it for me, and if I don't like it, guess what, I'll just go back to a regular weeks. Now I did get the full year, so I do. Ooh, not bending, girl, we just got you, hold on. Okay, so then I did put this little bookmark that came with the planner, and for some reason I just knew I was gonna get this bookmark, and it's not that I don't like it, it's for the simple fact it's not the one that I wanted. I feel like the flowers are really, really cute, but this was not my first pick, and when I looked online there wasn't a lot of options for this into card. And part of me was like, oh, just buy one. But I was like, no, you're going to get one. I mean, you can just make another one if you really want one that bad. So anyway, this is my little card dashboard / calendar that came with the planner. Put her to the side, and then you get your notes pages. Now, that's the whole reason why, well, not the whole reason, but one of the main reasons why I really, really, really love Hobonichi Weeks, because a lot of my planners I can love the planner, I can love the layout, but I do not have notes pages, and I don't always want to have a companion notebook, or I don't always want to add another notebook or carry along another notebook. I just kind of like an all-in-one system. So I really, really like that the Hobonichi Weeks had a note section in the back, and I got really accustomed to using them this year for whatever I needed them for. There were no rules. I didn't use dividers. It was literally just like a scratch pad. Whatever I needed, whether I had a brain dump, an idea, notes as far as business, doctor's visits, things like that, it all went in the back of my notebook. I even did a couple of dailies just trying it out, but I love this. And because now I did kind of slack up on using my notes, I would say this past month, 2 months, just because I've been having some health stuff going on. So I haven't used the notes pages as much, and I really thought I was going to finish out my notes pages, but right now roughly I still have about so I have a journaling section tabbed, the Hobonichi Mega, it does have 222 notes pages. So I have about the tab section I have for my journaling, I have about 30 pages left there, and then I also have just my regular taking notes, brain dump, whatever I need it for. That has about 30-40 pages. So while I am going through that book and it is November, I'm pretty sure I might have a few pages left over for the year, but I think if I would have used it consistently, then I probably would have ran out of pages already. So for that reason, I got the full year in the N2. And I don't know if you can see. Can we see? Okay, there we go. So it starts on page 1. And we get, let's see. So we get 367 pages. Now, I haven't decided 100% how I'm going to use this, if I'm just going to do the whole like messy note thing this year, or do I want to kind of buy some tabs and kind of tab off my section so that, you know, I can have a little bit of a cleaner system this year with my all-in-one book. But yes, this is the star of 2026, and she is thick, but she is so much lighter than my TN. My TN was like mega thick, and I wanted to try the TN because I had a Hobonichi weeks, and I was just like, sometimes I want a little more real estate. But even, I mean, the binding does kind of look the same, but this one, it just feels lighter, you know? It just feels so much lighter. It just feels like so much lighter. It's not as heavy. It's not as heavy. It's so much lighter. So I think weeks is my sweet spot. I think my favorite size is weeks, and I think after weeks, I don't know, it might be like, it might be pocket or A6. I'm not sure, but all this time I thought I really liked big books. Like at first A5 was my girl, and I like A5 for like projects and things like that. I'm not really a fan of super big notebooks, but I'm learning like, girl, you like smaller notebooks. So smaller notebook planner is what we have. Now, I also bought some things to decorate my planner. I'm gonna show you guys that. I'm gonna sit her here. So I'm gonna sit those there. So I went to Hobby Lobby a few days ago, and I got a couple of little papers and a couple little goodies so that I could decorate my notebook, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna make another video showing you guys what I decide to do. Oh, come on, not them blowing grass outside. So the first one I got is this gorgeous foiled floral print. Now I'm thinking of using this as either a dashboard or even a cover for it. I kind of enjoy the brown right now, but I always get bored with it after a couple of months. So I'm thinking of going in with this pretty girl right here and making a cover for her. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it's $1.99. It's $1.99, not too bad. Also got these roses. Let me tell y'all, these roses are everything. And this kind of goes with my whole little theme that I'm trying to go for 2026. I've been wanting red, and I think it reminds me of my late grandmother, and every year in August, I always make sure I incorporate some red in my life just in honor of her. So this past year, I'm just like, you know, I want to honor her in more ways than just, you know, just in August. So I was just like, what if I have red accessories and red things incorporated into my everyday, just as a sweet little reminder that she's always with me. And then my last paper was, or my last little, I don't know what this would be, craft paper maybe, that I got from Hobby Lobby, is this really, really nice, I don't know if you guys can even see the detail in this. Let me see. The detail in this is just amazing. Like, can you guys see that? The detail in this is amazing. So I want to use this. This is like vellum. Kind of like what I got from Sterling Ink. So I do want to trim this down as maybe like a divider or some kind of insert to put in my planner. I really, really like this. And I might keep a piece just so I can practice like my drawing and my hatching. I believe that's what you call it, hatching, when you're like shading with the lines. yeah, we're gonna try that out this year too. As you guys seen on my TikTok, I did make some notebook covers, some traveler's notebook covers out of leather. So I decided I do want to do that again. And like I said, I really wanted to incorporate some red in honor of my late grandma. This year it has been a lot of brown, as you guys can see, and a lot of pink, a lot of dusty rose, a lot of pink, because pink is one of my favorite colors, and black. I've also been using a lot of black. Those are like my top colors right there, FYI. So this year I decided I'm gonna do some red, and I've been on a hunt for some red leather, and I was on TikTok. Was it TikTok or Instagram? I can't remember. Oh my god, and I don't want to say her name wrong. I'm gonna shout her out. I'm gonna put her name right here. But she responded to me on TikTok, I believe, and I was like, oh my god, the red traveler's notebook she made was so cute. And I was just like, I have been looking for red leather everywhere. Where did you get red leather from? And she's like, Hobby Lobby. And I was like, oh my god, I need to go to Hobby Lobby. So guess what, y'all? I went to Hobby Lobby. And at first I got a little discouraged because I was not finding anything red. I didn't see nothing red. All I seen was suede. They had cowhide. They had all kinds of stuff I did not want. They had gun holders and leather knife holders and big rolls of leather, the colors I just didn't want it. It wasn't what I was looking for. So I came back with these babies. So I have these 3 pieces. Now this one, this piece was actually only $2, y'all. $2. And I should have just walked away. I should have walked away. This one also was $2. This one is really nice, but it was thinner. So I knew I would kind of need to line this with something to make it as sturdy as I would have liked. But again, I really, really like the color. Really, really like the color. And this particular piece, I really, really liked. It was a very, very rich red, but I will not lie, I was not happy about this. I do not know why these craft stores want to staple good pieces of fabric and leather to hang them up. So that kind of ticked me off. But it came in a pack of 3. It came with the brown and it came with the black. So brown, black, and red. These were all the 3 colors that I wanted, that I've been looking for, that I want to make notebook covers out of, traveler's notebook covers. So I just bit the bullet and decided to get it. And it was $17. And I was just like, I got these really good pieces of leather that are kind of feel like a better quality than the $17 pack. But whatever. I got what I wanted. So this one at first I was considering making it like a different type of book. I'm not gonna say which kind because I'm gonna come back. I'm still gonna make one of those, but anyway, ranting. So this is gonna be my everyday carry. So I am going to, you know, you can't see it that great right now, but I will be back and I am going to make this the cover for my N2. And this is gonna be my everyday carry. It's red, love her. So I feel like it's gonna work out. She's gonna, what is the word I'm looking for? Patina. She's gonna patina really, really nice. I don't have to trim her down too much. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna have her in here by herself, or I know you guys remember in my last video I talked about using this classic daily as well. So if I put her in here too, I don't have to trim off as much along the edge, but I kind of really enjoy the aesthetic of the gold against it. I feel like the white kind of disrupts the vibe I'm going for. very luxurious. So I think I'm going to make it about this size. I'm gonna give it a little room just in case I am on the go and I want to tuck my aura stuff in there. I might want it in here with this, so I'm gonna figure that out. Sorry you guys, I'm like trying to move this light. Okay, so trying to figure that out, trying to see how thick I want to do this, but this is gonna be the cover for her. Next, okay, so you guys know I have this one. So I have this really big piece of leather. Now this one is we're probably gonna do that, and we're gonna make her a notebook as well. I thought about doing, it's like I kind of want to do this one like this. I feel like it'd be really cute, but I feel like this is just kind of, it's a little more muted. It's not as bold, but it's still red. It's still red, so I feel like I really like this one, and I really like the texture of it. Like the texture of it is really nice. So this one is going to be my notebook cover for my TN journal, and we're gonna, since this side is the side that's kind of beat up and scratched up. Hobby Lobby's blowing me for this, but yeah, we're gonna chop this off because that just looks terrible. I feel like the ones on the front I can probably kind of cover up with like some kind of cute little patch or something, but I'm gonna flatten this out and then we're gonna make the cover for this. So this is kind of what we're looking at for 2026. They're not done, but this is the vibe we're going for. And then I also have this little piece. I don't know exactly what I want to do with this little piece. I don't know if I want to make pockets or if I want to get another lining and kind of make this also like another book itself, but I love this. I really love this color. I love this red, and especially y'all, especially if I do some dashboards with this pretty rose paper. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Are y'all catching my drift? I feel like this is gonna be so fun, and I just feel like it's just a cute little way for me to honor my grandma. But I'm excited, and I'm so happy that I got this in too. And I finally got a full year. I feel like last year, me and this notebook had beef all year because it's not the planner. Why didn't we just get the planner, girl? Why didn't we just get the planner? I don't know. But this year we got the whole planner, and I am excited to dress her up, make her, customize her, make her all mine, all that fun stuff. So that's enough of me ranting. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me by now. But I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant about my planners. So if you want to keep up, I have not decided if I'm gonna do this project here on YouTube, or if I'm gonna go short form and put it on my TikTok. But be on the lookout for that and my setup video. Make sure you follow me on all platforms, the Stationery Queen, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support, and until next time, bye.